Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series. And there's going to be a bit of a change. From Monday and Tuesday from now on, until I finish this Let's Play, it's going to be Bloodborne, because, well, let's be honest, most people are more interested in that than my Final Fantasy XIV series. I will be skipping some cutscenes, because we've all seen this before on my channel. If you haven't, I recommend going back and watching my first Let's Play back when the game first came out. So, I'm going to go finish my character creation here, come back in just a moment when it's all done, because this is going to take me quite a while, as it always does. Okay, everyone, so we're back. We're going to have a female character this time by the name of Valia, because I'm not very good at naming things, and that's the name that first came to mind. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be specializing in any one thing, so we're going to be milquetoast. Which sounds more like breakfast than anything, but I just ate, so I'm not really hungry, thankfully. So, the thing is, this is not going to be just a DLC playthrough. I just hit the table accidentally. This is not going to be a full DLC, or only DLC playthrough. It's going to be a full DLC playthrough, but not a straight to it. Why? Because I'm going to show the whole damn thing. Because I feel like playing Bloodborne all over again. But like I said, Final Fantasy XIV is going to take a little bit of a backseat because all I'm doing is crafting in that, and nobody's really made much of a, well, interest in it. So, you know, you guys seem more interested in this, so this is what we're going to be doing. It should be said, I'm not as rusty as I was last time. I at least have gotten through parts of the game, and I have a few funny stories about that whole thing. I was trying to get to Old Yarnum. Now, if you played the game before, you know probably in the vague area where it's at. You might even know exactly where it's at if you actually have a competent memory, unlike yours truly. Unfortunately, my goal was to get to Old Yarnum. I ended up in Hemwick Charnel Lane. I had no idea how in the hell I got there. All I know was I was there. I'm just gonna do what you should do in this situation and just freaking run. I mean, you can easily kill that thing, but, I don't really see a point to trying to do it. I mean, now that would be probably a good reason to freaking do it, but, I mean, even if I die, it doesn't really even matter here. You're gonna get revenge anyway. But yeah, I ended up in Hemwick Charnel Lane, and just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna frickin' do it. I'm just gonna go through Hemwick Charnel Lane, and just kill whatever the hell's in here, because I'd forgotten that the frickin' witch was in here. I'm gonna die. I've done this before. Usually I die doing this, but because of that jackass. But apparently I didn't this time. For those who've never actually done this without dying, I guess you're gonna be able to see what happens. Because they just kind of follow you, but if you're quick, you can get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine. I think it's the same cutscene, actually. But still, it is funny that he just ran past everything. Oh, yes. I keep interrupting my own story about Hemwick Charnel Lane. That was hell, going in Hemwick with a +1 weapon. I mean, it's easy, don't get me wrong. It's not a particularly difficult area to just, get through. Oh, I gotta pick my weapon. Oh, boy. Well, let's see. This was the question that I had no idea. What kind of character am I going to be going through the game with? I'm not using Ludwig's Holy Blade again, even though apparently it's been nerfed. I don't really care about that at the point. I just don't want to use the same weapon again. I think last time I used the Saw Cleaver on camera, and I just used the Hunter's Axe, but by God, I suck with the threaded cane. I hate the threaded cane. I cannot stand that damn weapon. A lot of people love it. I just cannot stand it. I really cannot. Let's see, what am I going to be using? Strength, dexterity, that was the other thing. I had no idea what I was going to be using. So because of that, I'm just going to take the Hunter's Axe. Because I'd rather not frickin' die using the other thing, which I hate. So there you go. But if anybody does have any ideas to what weapon I should use, go ahead, throw it out there, because I don't even know what I should use. I've had suggestions just to put points in everything, but I think people forget that I'm going to need vitality, and like a lot of it, so that's not really, I don't really want to do that. Okay, so now we're properly armed, we can get going. Back to the, I guess we could go back here and get all the stuff I missed. So, this is going to be quite a long Let's Play. And I know people are going to go, are you just going to, like, forget all about the Final Fantasy XIV? No. No, 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 no. But since crafting is such a huge time sink in Final Fantasy XIV, and nobody really wants to watch crafting, here we are. This is what we're doing. Okay, so back into Yarnum we go, and back to get some revenge against the high and mighty... I keep wanting to call that thing a Deathclaw. I don't think it's actually called a Deathclaw. It just looks like one. Pretty sure they have an actual name, I just don't have the memory to actually remember what it is. You should not have any trouble with that thing. Even if it is one of the tougher enemies you will run into in this place, it is only half health. And I forgot this thing even existed. Was there any items in the room that I forgot? You're gonna be running into, I don't remember if anything's here a lot. So get used to that. Because as I noted, I don't remember Jack. So I'm going to forget things. I know I'm going to forget things. So if that bothers anybody, you know, let me know what I missed, I guess. I remember you can't get in there until you go take a shortcut from a place way in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not going to try and get in there. And now here we go into the abyss, shall we say. Of course, it should be noted, I've died to these things just yesterday. Not that particular guy, but I've died to these things just yesterday, so do not take any of this for granted, like, oh, he's gonna one-shot this. No, there's a very real possibility I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna suck. As if that wasn't apparent enough. To be fair, though, that I want to say that wasn't my fault, but I'm pretty sure it was. And what did I do all this for? Freaking blood vials. No real other reason. I guess I came out ahead by 3, but still. But for those who've never played Bloodborne, if you're playing along at home, just be aware, you are getting into a hell of a thing. And that's not a bad thing, you're just... Okay, I've already done all this before. If you want to do it, by all means do it. But if you see a red lantern like this, try and talk to whatever is right by it, like the window or whatever it is, or the door, because that means you can use it or interact with it. And we go into the first little dungeon proper. I just trying to remember... Well, I forgot all about that, actually. Good, thank you for just giving away early, though. I have a bad habit of just not checking if anything drops items. I didn't used to be like this in Bloodborne games, but, you know, ever since yesterday, I've just stopped checking. It's not a good habit to get into. You need items. A lot of them. Especially consumables. Which is like my one gripe with Bloodborne, is that you have to grind for consumables like demon souls. Which is not bad, it's just... You know, sometimes I don't want to grind for a bunch of crap like that. I might well die here, for the record. Yes, I hate fighting more than one thing at once. I hate it so much. Especially in the beginning of the game. Later in the game is not as bad, but early game, I don't like it. But as long as you don't try and get yourself killed by doing something stupid, you should be fine. Meaning, don't just wade into the midst of them. Willy-nilly, like. You will feel like a badass, and you can do it. It's just not a very successful strategy. Unless you are just awesome. Which I'm not. At least not yet. I could go try and kill that thing. If I screw up, I will die in one hit, though. And I don't remember anything worthwhile being back there, so I'm not going to try and take the chance on looking like a dumbass. Because that's what I would look like if I died this early in the Let's Play. If I was a newbie, it'd be completely different. But as a veteran, it would look pretty bad. Come to think of it, I don't even remember this entire area up here, so I... Okay.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
I might have already knocked on that door, but I did not remember that, so... If I don't remember anything, I'll be listening to it. If I already know what they're going to say, I'm going to skip it. Just for future reference in the Let's Play.
Lads, you've come on. He'd open the door on a night of the hunt. Away with you.
This place seems to be populated with the most empathetic of individuals. Well, that was harrowing, because I all split-second timing just kicked my butt. Now, there are many schools, trains of thought in Bloodborne. If you get hit, should you just go right back in there, try and regain some of the health? Or should you, back it up and try and, mitigate as much damage as you can? It's a per-situation thing. There's no all-right answer. At least I don't think there is, because some things will get you killed, other times it won't. I wish I'd actually done this yesterday, because I wouldn't have remembered that. I got hit by that yesterday. Damn it, I hate when I underestimate my own weapon distance. It's like the most embarrassing thing ever to be caught on camera. It's like, you don't even know your own weapon, you douchebag. Why are you telling us how to play this game? Like that. It's like, curses, I'm used to having the Ludwig's Holy Blade as a longer range than that. I just realized I'm doing this with 2 blood vials. Oh well. I guess I'll just deal with it. Usually not the place I like to only have 2 blood vials, though. Excuse me if I gotta be honest. I mean, if there's ever a place where you're just gonna get gangbanged here, this is the area in the level it's gonna happen. Usually, you want to pull one at a time. Sometimes that's not viable. But with a little bit of patience, it usually is. Because I don't recommend you can fight over there with the whole crowd, but I don't recommend doing it. You usually want to pull them back so you don't get shot with the sharpshooters. Because those sharpshooters are what's going to stun lock you and let you get hit by everything else. Usually. Just a little bit of advice for people that... Because I've ran into a lot of people who just cannot get past the first level. This game is not exactly easy peasy. It can be. But for a typical gamer, this game can kind of suck. It can really humble you. It did me the other day. I died goodness knows how many times. And I thought I was one of those, oh, I'll never die because I played this before. No, you can very easily. Very, very easily. That's why I treat everything like a serious business pulls. Like, a lot of people just go up there and just haphazardly just go fight them all. They would die more often than not, but they would look badass if they didn't. Like if I try to pull this off, which I'm tempted to try and do, but with everything just noticing me, I'm not really keen on doing it now. And if you hear a gunshot, that usually means you should roll, because it's probably going to hit you otherwise. At least in my experiences. Wait for it. I didn't hit the button, but apparently my thumb must have grazed the upper D-pad. That sucks when that happens. Aha! A little bit of preternatural dodging right there. Or that's supernatural dodging. What the hell's preternatural? I don't know what it is, but it was... I guessed. That was the point. I guessed. I don't recommend usually pulling with the shotgun, but it will get the job done for pulling. Something's coming behind me. No, that's just them. If you do hear stuff scraping along the ground, that usually means you're about to get hit upside the head. Whether that's from behind the head or inside of the head, you're about to get hit one of the two. Okay, no item. I'm trying to break that habit of not checking for items. Trying. Get over here, douchebag. There you go. Like I said, this is taking far longer than it ever should, but if I die, it's going to take far longer than it ever should as well, so what's the difference, really? Besides just one looking careful and the other one just being careless. That was just terrible. You douchebag. The one time you decide to go do that is the time I decide to try and do the other power attack. Oh well, now I can try. Now I'm a little more willing to try this. I shouldn't have done. I was very bad timing, but yeah, that's the risk you take when you try and play bullet dodger from these sons of bitches. Well, I'm down to one blood vial. This should be fun. And never mind that there's a dog here, which is my mortal enemy in this. Because those things are the devil incarnate in this game. You don't believe me, do you? No, but the dogs really are designed to be as annoying as possible. There's no arguing that. They pretty much are. Good God. Thus proving the point. You jerk. No, you want to know why they're annoying as hell? That's why they're annoying as hell right there. They just dodge like a little... Would you stop dodging? God damn it. I hate you. I really do hate dogs. You know, probably dogs have killed me the most of any enemy type in the entire game, is dogs. And I'm counting Vicar Amelia in that. Because she is a bitch. And I don't say that very often. But she is. Never mind the fact that she actually looks like a dog. Which probably is considered offensive in some countries to be compared to a dog. But when you look at her, she really does kind of look like one. You look at her straight in the face and you tell me she does not look like a dog. Mayhap a wolf. It's a dog of some kind, though. I know that much. What the hell? I don't remember this.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, how you poor...
Yeah, I didn't really expect much of anything besides belligerence there, and that's what I received. I'm not disappointed. Oh god, these things. These things are annoying. I don't think they're really dangerous, but I remember them being very annoying. Because of that. That god-awful, horrific sound. Well, I didn't actually remember that there's an item in here. Breaking things is both fun and lucrative. You know, looking at it, I'm not really sure how I'm going to get through Cleric Beast with only 3 blood vials. Considering the last time I fought the Cleric Beast, I did one-shot him, but I think I used about 10 blood vials. Because I sucked. And I'm not really saying I'm a whole lot better right now, either. This'll be fun. Never mind trying to get past the friggin' other things. On the way there, that was the hardest part of the entire level. Coming up. I just usually end up just pulling him far away and running past him like a little, you know, coward. Because it works. And you don't need to kill him. Of course, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure there's a shortcut I've just never really unlocked. Oh wait, no, that's not a shortcut. That's just there. Wait. Holy crap, you can hear the music box from here. I did not know that. I was like, wait. Am I going crazy? Because I hear that music box. Come over here. Am I crazy? I'm not going two-hand against a freaking lightweight like that. That would be what we call poor planning. Oh, for God's sake. 2 more dogs. I just want the dogs alone. Oh, well. Leave the dog alone. Why are you oh boy. Well, I guess we're not getting a fair fight with this. Oh, God. You know, you are really goddamn annoying with this horse. No, 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 no. Goddamn dogs again. You know, I even knew I was going to be hit at that point, and I just said, screw it. I'd rather just take the hit. And anybody that ever says, no, dogs aren't annoying in this, well, reference this crap right here. Oh, you mother... You're telling me that thing's still alive? No. That's what you get, you douchebag. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not dying to a frickin' Yarnamite. I may be rusty, but I'm not that rusty. I was gonna say, yeah, this is the game that never drops blood vials, or the game is just saying, you know what? No, we want to give you a challenge run, so here you go. You're doing this on 2 blood vials, which would not surprise me. I forgot about that guy. Come on. Thankfully, they're easy once everybody else is dead. It's just getting to that point. I don't want bullets. I do not want bullets. Damn it. Okay, there, finally. The game goes here. You've earned it. How about you don't die? And now, as I recall, there are two distinct strategies for this part. Either there's the old-fashioned, I'm going to kill everything like a man, or there's the smart way where you probably won't die, but you have to deal with them later. As you might well imagine, I'm going to opt for the second one. Because I don't want to fight these things. Legitimately. So I won't. So what about that? I'm not fighting you. Now you gotta be careful about the guy up here. He'll knock the crap out of you if you're not careful. But I wasn't talking about the troll, I was actually talking about the guy behind me, but I do recommend doing this if you're gonna play the game at home, just because fighting all that crap every time will add another 5-10 minutes to every run going back here if you die to the cleric beast, so I don't recommend you do that.